How we doing? All right. Well, I was asked to say a few words, so I've only got about 45 to maybe 50 minutes, if that's okay with everybody, so bear with me. Just real quickly, I've been a part of the team at Holiday Automotive now, coming up on 7 months. And when Mike Shannon and I were in the process of putting this plan together, I came up and had lunch with him. And we went to Shriners. Shocking, we went to Shriners. And after lunch, we jumped in his vehicle and we started to drive around Fond du Lac. And I didn't really know much about Fond du Lac. And you know, we started driving around and he was telling me all about everything that Fondy has to offer. And it was pretty cool. We were driving down, you know, the old street, and he said, hey, that's where it all started, you know, that's the first Holiday Automotive. And, you know, that's where I went to elementary school, and that's my technical college over there, and we call this the Ledge, right? And Trinity, hell, it used to be a church, you know, and now it's over there. So as I was driving around and learning about this area through Mike, his enthusiasm for the community was just unparalleled. I mean, he was just so excited as if he just moved here, right? And there was just something about that little drive with Mike and his interpretation of what the community means to him, and the fact that he built Holiday Automotive in the town that he was born in and grew up in, and the people that have made, you know, such a difference with what it is that we try to do every day. It was just very, very enlightening. And the interesting thing about that drive is that enthusiasm is certainly transcended into our culture at Holiday Automotive. Hands down. Hands down. So, interestingly enough, I was volunteered to, right, Tina, there she is. I was volunteered to do the little pitch for our campaign at the dealerships. And, you know, as I had everybody in front of us at Holiday, and we started talking about, you know, what the United Way means to the community and certainly what we can do as a unified front, it started to make a whole heck of a lot more sense. And, you know, Tina got up there and Amber spoke, and they were talking about all the differences that the United Way brings to the community. And, you know, one of the things, and I'm looking out right now, and some of you guys are, you know, looking at your watches, and some of you guys are engaged, and certainly I had that same type of experience when we were rolling this thing out at the dealership. And when Tina started to talk about the folks that were impacted by this initiative, that's really when I started to see light bulbs go off. Bang, 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 bang. And you could see it. You could just see it in our people, that they wanted to do something. That they wanted to do something. And, you know, it provoked goosebumps for me, just seeing the faces and the nods and heck yeah. You know, the auto industry is very competitive. You don't mess with car guys and gals. You just don't do it. And so when we pitched this initiative of, come on, you guys, let's rally, let's do this, we did. We did. And again, that culture, that inherent culture, that Fond du Lac of taking care of each other and bringing it home, right? That's really, I think, what this whole day is about. So with that being said, you know, we were pretty stoked, first off, to be you know, co-pacesetters with, let me see if I can get this right, Mag, Giddings, and Lewis. Now, I think we're going to get a little clarity. Thanks, you know, help a brother out. But again, you know, we challenged our folks. We challenged our folks, and we said, you know, let's rise to the occasion. And I think part of it was, as far as, you know, the initiative was concerned in-house at Holiday, I think part of it is understanding exactly where every penny went. And with that being said, we're very, very stoked. We raised, are you ready for this? Drum roll, come on. $13,427, now hold the applause. $13,427, and that was just from our internal campaign, which was up from $6,999 last year. Again, hold the applause. Plot thickens, people, right? Now, this year, $13,427, but it gets better because Mike Shannon is going to match that, right? Can I get an ooh? Can I get an ah? Now, here we go. We threw on an additional $6,000 with the drive for your community event. Can I get an ooh? Can I get an ah? Oh, I like this group. Bringing our grand total to $31,243. Now, and just to mention that is an increase of 80% from last year. And I think it's because of the new COO. That's just... So when these numbers came out, I gotta tell you, the folks at Holiday, we were bouncing around. We were doing chest bumps, we were doing fist bumps, it really, again, you don't mess with car people. You put a task in front of us, and we're gonna kick its butt every single time. And I think certainly, we're very, very proud to be part of this and what we were able to accomplish. So when Tina told me that I needed to do this last night at about 7:30, actually it was on Monday, but I'm just giving her a hard time. I kind of put together a brief little outline of something that I thought would be somewhat entertaining, so I'm doing the best that I can here. But I pulled a couple of quotes that I want to just wrap this thing up with, and I think they're certainly kind of encapsulate what it is that we're doing here. Is when an idea reaches critical mass, there's no stopping the shift its presence will induce. And that's from Marianne Williamson, who was an author. But again, if I read that again, folks, just when an idea reaches critical mass, there's no stopping the shift its presence will induce. And I think that's exactly what we're doing here today. It's an idea. And I think together, I really do believe the difference can be made. And this is from the Dalai Lama, big fan, so I thought I'd put this together. If you want others to be happy, practice compassion. If you want to be happy, practice compassion. And I just think that put your weight on your back foot, put your elbow up, swing for the cheap seats, and that's exactly what we're doing. So I appreciate your time. That's my 45 minutes. How'd I do on timing? Am I all right? All right. So thanks, folks. Thanks for inviting me to your party. Holiday, great job.